So now that we've been able to go in and create a recording, at this point we can actually go in, you have the skills and the knowledge to be able to go in and use these sample configuration files that I've supplied. So in the course resources, you'll see a sip.conf, extensions.conf, followme.conf, and voicemail.conf. Those are the 4 files that we talked about that needed to be replaced, and we'll walk through how to do that. I do want to point out that I did include 2 sip.conf files. One is for VoIP-MS, which is the SIP carrier that we worked with previously. I also included one for a company called Vitelity, who's also a SIP carrier. So either one of those will work depending on which SIP configuration you use. So at this point, let's go back to the Asterisk Linux server terminal. We're going to go into the etc asterisk directory. We can do an ls and see all the configuration files in there. So what I want to do is move some of these existing configuration files, primarily the 4 that we're replacing. So let's start with SIP. I'll do a mv for move sip.conf, which is the original file, and the new name that I want to give to it, which is going to be sip.conf, and then back up and let's do underscore org.text, just to get that out of the way so Asterisk won't read that file anymore. So now, before you could see we had, when I did the ls, I had the sip.conf there. So if I do an ls again, you'll see now we have sip.conf underscore org.text, and the actual sip.conf no longer exists. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of them. We'll move extensions.conf, and I'll just do that same formatting. We'll do underscore org.text, and then we'll move follow me underscore org.text, and the last one, which is going to be voicemail. All right, so now if we do an ls, we can actually do a filter for .text, and you can see those are the 4 files that we just moved. So now these no longer exist, so if we were to reload Asterisk there would be problems, but we're going to replace those right now. So let's do nano etc. Well, actually we don't even need that because we're in the right directory. Let's do extensions.conf. Go back to make sure it's only, we need to nano into the extensions.conf. This will actually create a new text-based file, so it's not going to open up that existing one that's there, as long as you get rid of the rest of that extension. Enter, and you can see it's blank, and down here it'll say new file. And so at this point I'm going to go back to my text editor and grab this extensions.conf sample file that I have here. You can see I put some sample phone numbers in here. These items will need to be replaced, so this 310-555-1212 you're going to want to replace with one of your DID numbers that you purchased from VoIP-MS or Vitelity for the call routing to route properly. So let's select all of this and copy, and then go back over to the terminal and just paste it into here. You do probably want to scroll through this, make sure your formatting all came through properly. If there's something there without a semicolon, we could get potential errors, but I'm going to go ahead and exit, saving my changes, and I want to write it to the extensions.conf file. So now I can do an ls in here, and I should see, there I do. So we have extensions.conf, and then we have that original file that we started working with. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of them for sip.conf as well, and I'll use the VoIP MS sample file that we have. So nano sip.conf, open that. It's a new file again. Remember to make sure that takes place. I've already copied the contents of sip.conf, so I'll paste that in, exit out, saving my changes. And next is follow me. And we'll go through these files after we complete this task of entering this data in. And the last file being voicemail.conf. Paste that in. It's a new file. Save it. Exit. All right, great. So then we can go into Asterisk. And do a full reload, so it reloads all those files. And you can see we have quite a bit of data going on. Looks like we did get some warnings here. So we'll have to go and address some of these, which we'll do in the next video. But in the next video, we will also go step by step through those sample configuration files so you understand what that does.